Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Legacy Lens, an educational video series about legacy films. I'm Jamie, and alongside my husband, Pete Herkmans, I lead the legacy film company, StoryKeep. Today in the series, we are exploring the second theme in this series, the impact of working with an outside firm to create a legacy film. Let's dive in. It's not particularly easy for a person or a family to make the decision to document their stories or a business history. And it's even harder to make the decision to hire an outside firm. It's an investment of time, money, and frankly, emotion. And many people have the assumption that a legacy film is kind of an ego-based endeavor, which works precisely against their value of humility. But if a family works with a trustworthy firm, a film project can offer greater connection, meaning-making, honor, and insights in the here and now and into the future. And if you, as an advisor, are working in conjunction with a legacy film firm, the film project should enrich and propel your work forward as well. Let me start by saying this. Great legacy film firms are not just making films. They're not videographers. They're leading a person or a family through a process of reflection, documentation, and story crafting that is based on the family's larger set of objectives. From the first conversation with an outside firm until the last, it should be about the goals of the family. Even if they don't know it yet, the firm should help an individual or a family dig deeper and clarify their goals. A family might want to honor an elder, mark a milestone event, or they could be looking to do something even more complex than that, something like inviting the family's next generation to add their story or express a family's sense of shared purpose. Every person in every family has blind spots. So when you hire a legacy film firm, they are there to help a person or a family see and appreciate themselves in a new light. This is not about ego, about being big and great, but rather about being of service and of understanding your place in the larger story. Trained interviewers draw people out of their shells and get people talking in story. And trained editors use all of that raw footage and they craft a compelling story that creates a tension and arc and momentum with music and humor. I've experienced it so many times that family members see each other's stories on the screen and they tell us that they couldn't have gotten that information out of their father or their grandmother or whoever. It was the act of having an outside professional, an empathetic listener and interviewer sit down with their loved one. That's what finally prompted such powerful storytelling. There are no two ways about it. Families are complicated. So when you bring a professional in, they always have some kind of impact on family dynamics. And hopefully, if you're working with a great firm, the impact is positive. The film team should ensure that each family member feels respected and seen, and that different perspectives are taken into account. And, if needed, that different branches of the family are equally represented in the final piece. Because a professional team is not part of the family, they can often create structure, ask questions of people, and request that people stick to project deadlines where another family member or even a staff person cannot. An outside firm is not, tormented or tied up in the family's dynamics. There are other aspects and impacts of working with an outside firm, like the financial cost or things like privacy, and I will address those in the next video in the series about evaluating a firm. In the meantime, if you have questions or thoughts on this topic, please do be in touch. I look forward to hearing from you. And until then, I invite you to seize the day.